And I want to give you a brief overview of how that manual is built. Teachers empowered, starke Lehrkräfte, and then also now stark in der Jugendarbeit, youth workers empowered, has grown out of this because a colleague of mine has used this in youth work and in coaching youth workers and has told me this stuff might as well just use it for youth workers. If you rewrite it a little bit and put it into context, it works well for youth workers and social workers, social pedagogues in general too. So we rewrote it into stark in der Jugendarbeit. So, just briefly, without any details, I'm going to show you the structure of the manual. It works like this. It is divided into 4 sections, and the first section deals with, it goes under the title Positioning, Positionierung. And the idea of the first section is that we reconnect to our deeper roots. So I think Jutta and I obviously agree in many ways. I think one of the things we agree with, it's important to stay connected to what's going on feeling-wise or atmosphere-wise, or on where do we come from? That is a powerful question to many teachers, to any professions, to ask the people, why do you do that in the first place? You know, how could that happen that you're working as a teacher? Why? Whom for? What for? That is a trippy question. You have to ask that yourself once. It's like scary. So, and exciting. So usually, especially in teaching professions, there is a vision in the background. There is a reason why you do that. And there is something like a hope or something in your nature, in the way you are, something about the way you are that has been a teacher long before you decided to become a teacher. Usually people discover something and say, yes, I know that is something that really is connected to who I am, and it makes sense that I became a teacher. So this first chapter really helps the person to attach the role to the personal history. So we're trying to bring together my initial fire, my deeper direction, and the role of the teacher, and we see we're looking for the interface. Where do they meet? And that is where we feel in this Schnittmenge. Was ist eine Schnittmenge? An interface. In this area here, there's a lot of power. This is what we call the source of power. How can I use now my direction, and how can I be helpful in managing the group that I'm working with? Because obviously there's a lot of problems in this area where teachers call us in for our help and say, well, I can't handle this group anymore. I can't handle this particularly impossible student anymore. What to do with them? What to do with resistances and disturbances? And the last section of the manual deals with team and organization and the whole question of how do I, now that I am feeling empowered, hopefully myself, how can I be a helpful team member and a helpful member to the organization?